There we go. Right. Let me see. Right, that is exactly halfway. Just shh, computer, shh. There we go. Okay. There we go. Hey, Bee. I hope the music's just right. I'm using the same settings as before. There we go. What is your question, Bee? Oh, covered in ink. Where did the ink cloth go? There it is. Okay. Huh. Hiya. I would say, oh, so tough. Rainbow, I think. B, whatever that's for. Right, let's carry on with this, shall we? I've just refilled the fountain pen because I checked it and there was like maybe much ink left in it. So I thought I'd better fill that up before we start stream then. Which is why my hands are now covered in ink. Not sure if it shows up on the camera, but even with a lot of scrubbing, it's not coming off. Now I'm just curious and intrigued. So how is everyone this evening? I'm alright. Just spent today getting ready for the exhibition. Just getting everything together, framing up the artworks, and waiting for deliveries for things. So it's been a long day. I'm looking forward to it now. It's not too far away now. It can be. It's a lot of. It's not necessarily hard work. It's just a lot of precision. So making sure that the pictures are sat in the frames dead straight and the mounts aren't wonky and things like that. It's not, it's mentally tiring more than anything else, you know. And underneath the frames, they're all signed as well, so it's just trying to make sure everything was consistent as possible. So now it's time to unwind with a little bit of candlelight and some ink. Definitely a good way to finish up the day. We also had a couple of commissions come in through today as well, so I was just chatting with folks about that, what their ideas were. So a few nice ideas have come through. They're just going back to see if they can get funding, etc. for the illustrations, bigger projects again, but not until the new year, so that's all right. I won't be rushing. Candle, can you not? That's kind of trippy. Stop it. Behave. Good. Stop it. Don't make me move you. I don't know if talking to candles is an entirely sane thing to do, but it's happening. Just a little bit insane. I think if you're going to be an artist, you kind of have to. You do. You need to dedicate time for a full art day, I think. Might give you a bit of a mental reboot as well. You've had a busy time. I always find it helps to help me sort of wind down, especially if I've had a very social week, just to lock myself away and draw for a bit. That's kind of what these streams are for me, to be honest. I don't count these as work. These are just, I get to hang out with people and draw by candlelight, and it's just relaxed and calm. I forgot to post an announcement again. If they don't know the schedule by now, they probably won't. Ah, you did? That was good of you. Thank you, Bee. Much appreciated. Problem is the damn time zones. I have been humming and hawing about doing a massive piece of artwork. So, you know, like the big dragons and the massive omens raven that I did. I would have to do it on the floor because I don't have the space here to, like, I don't have my easel table here, like my drafting table or anything like that. So it would have to be on the floor. So I need to try and set up like the camera and stuff and see if that would be possible. I don't know how viable that would be. So I will look into that because I've got a hankering to draw something big. But also pretty much just black and white like this, but on a massive scale. So the logistics of that are going to be interesting, to say the least. So I will have to, do a trial setup and see if it will actually fit on the screen. I mean, I do have the floor space. It's just whether I can angle the camera in a way that it'll pick up the artwork okay, and whether I'll be able to work on the floor for a long period. I mean, to be honest, I used to really struggle at the desk for long periods, so you know, it might be a new way of working. That won't hurt my spine as much, or it's going to ruin my spine, one of the two. Very rarely any in between with these things. Currently sat on a beanbag and a pile of blankets, so you know I can't imagine it being much different to that, really. That's one thing I did want to point out. I do tend to sort of skip around my artwork doing lots of stuff. So I'll do a bit up here and then I come down here and then I do stuff over here. I'm literally just picking up stuff that I'm noticing. So when I see it, I go, and just do it straight away instead of, I'll go back to that, because I won't. My memory's awful, or I'll get distracted by something else. So I just do things as I see them. Really. I just find it's a bit easier that way. A wonky star. Quite like how this dude turned out, actually. I thought he was going to be a lot spookier than he was, but he just looks a bit tired. Absolutely right, we are all a bit wonky. I'm thinking for the next stream we might draw a Krampus, seeing it's that time of year, and I'm seeing them because I follow a bunch of folklore accounts on Instagram, etc. I am seeing Krampus absolutely everywhere at the moment, so it's kind of giving me a hankering to draw him. And I'll get a bit of the info on the actual folklore and stuff so I can explain it in stream. Drop some laws on the festival and the history of it and the folklore and all that kind of stuff. Since we are officially into December now, where has the year gone? It's also my 3rd month living the box room life. And I have to say, I'm really enjoying it. There are things that are challenging, like having to work in a smaller space and things like that. But for the most part, it's been actually quite nice just having a smaller space to manage, smaller space to sort of, it almost feels like everything's more focused. Like everything has a place and everything has to be placed quite deliberately to make sure that I'm using every ounce of space efficiently. And it's been so nice being on a 2nd floor with a window that just looks out to the countryside. So in the mornings I can just have a cup of tea and look out at the world, look at the sky, and just, yeah, that's been really nice. It's going a bit strange there. Not going to do too much down there because you guys can't see what I'm doing down there. I feel like I need to sneeze. I've said that I won't. Yeah, the lesser well, no, I suppose there's been less distractions, as in with the studio room that I had before, it was big and there was lots of half projects lying around everywhere, so going in there would feel quite overwhelming. But here there's no such thing. It's a small space, so I have to make sure everything's put away, only have the stuff out that I'm working on or I'm going to be working on over the next few days. So it's a lot more organized. I don't have like tons and tons of art supplies just hanging around the place and saying, use me. I have a drawer full of art supplies and that's it. So it has been a lot nicer just to be less distracted. I didn't get rid of all my art materials, by the way. Like a bunch of them are sort of in storage or in the garage. So, you know, they will be used again one day, but right now, it's small room living and it suits me just fine. Aww. The star jars are so cute. See, but you should do just calming YouTube streams of just making stars. I'm sure people would love that. This is like background ambience. Aww. It does sound relaxing, to be fair. And probably a good way to keep your hands busy, like if you're watching TV or something and you don't really feel like drawing or something like that. Okay. Right. All the way down here. Right, I'm just going to let that dry for a moment before I do the oaking out. Just trying to decide whether it's nice just as is, actually, with that white space in between, or whether I should. I was going to go in and fill all in between, but I think that might make it feel a bit too heavy, given all the scratches and the abstraction and stuff. So have a cup of tea and look at it for a moment. That might give us an idea. Do you see what I mean? Like, it feels the negative spaces working quite nicely. I think it might ruin it if I try and make things heavier. Have some tea, have a look at it for a moment, and then we'll see. Got the campfires and vampires tea today. But yeah, the plan was, so the ink that I used before, the oak ink, that was in the previous room, it's got that slightly brown, almost coffee stain sort of feel to it. That's what I was going to put in the gaps, but I'm thinking, looking at this now, I think it might ruin it if I do that, to be honest. What I think I do need to do is even out those eyes a bit. Just a little bit. This jawline a bit. There we go. Yeah, I think so too. I think it might be a bit too dark if I do that. What I could probably do is after stream I can scan this through and I can try and do it digitally, and just see what it looks like from there, really, and see if it works well without actually jeopardizing the artwork. So we can do that. Oh, so inky. So much ink on my hands, it's ridiculous. But yes, that's one thing I wanted to show you on the stream. Bear with me. I have here my handy little sketchbook journal and notebook that I tend to take with me everywhere. So funny story with this one is I was, each morning I try and do some yoga and some stretching, just to sort of, good way to start the day. I was doing it in my room, and obviously all this is underneath my loft bed, which is up there. So I've got a ladder. So I've got my ground floor sort of area. I've got a ladder, and it goes up to my bed. So I was lying down on the floor, looking up, incidentally, to the wooden slats under my bed and the mattress sort of peering out in between. This sounds like it's going somewhere really, really weird. So I was lying there for a minute, and I was looking at the creases and the lines in between the slats where the mattress was, and it just reminded me of faces. But like, almost like twisted, goblin-y sort of faces peering out from these sort of straight trees. So I ended up lying on my back trying to sketch upside down, and I don't know if it's going to pick it up. But yeah, I don't know if it's going to show it. So I was using the creases to the faces that I could see. So I was drawing upside down with those. So that's going to be another illustration I'm going to try and do, probably on stream if I can. And I just thought it was lovely, just the idea of these forest giants and the wooden slats became these trees, like these big straight pine trees and stuff. I love the idea, and it's bonkers how it came about. But that might be another stream coming up at some point. I haven't actually done much sketching in this one, it's mostly writing and various adventures and things. So yes, so that's going to be another one for me to do at some point. I've also decided that the Friday stream, because I will be spending a majority of the daytime on Friday sorting out the exhibition, because it's on the Saturday. I can't speak today. Yes, it's going to be on the Saturday. So on the Friday, I will be doing most of the exhibition prep, hanging the pictures, doing all that kind of stuff, and generally preparing. So I'm going to need a very early night. So I'm thinking I might do a fairly short stream again on the Friday, and I'll do the one with the books. So I'll bring along the books that inspired me as a child to become an illustrator, and show them to you. And I think it'd be a really nice way to spend the stream, is and also reflecting a bit, like at the eve of the exhibition. So yeah, I think that might be a nice way to tie it all together. I can talk a bit about the exhibition as well, what's going to be there. So people who can't make it, I can talk about that. I'll also try and do some sort of video virtual tour of the exhibition itself as well for here, and go through it in proper detail for those who can't make it, obviously, because there are people all over the world. They can't make it to this small little exhibition on the corner of Dartmoor. So yes, so that's the general plan. So Friday will be books, exhibition talk, all that sort of goodness, maybe with a bit of doodling scattered in between as well. We shall see. I am going to end this stream a wee bit earlier than planned. I was expecting this to take a lot longer than it did. we seemed to finish it quite quickly. I was expecting it to take another hour or so, but we'll finish it there because I don't want to start another stream, start another artwork now, because then I'll be here until 11 o'clock at night, and that's not a good idea. So thank you so much for coming, guys. I'm sorry it's a slightly shorter stream tonight. But again, doing lots of prep work, getting ready for this exhibition, so there is lots of stuff going on behind the scenes. If you're rewatching this, head over to my Instagram. There's more information on there about the exhibition and all the other good stuff that's coming up. So I will speak to you guys really, really soon. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you guys soon.